Namaskar, Salam, Sat Sri Akal, and a very good morning, nice audience. So, we are all set for this grand final of the sub-junior quiz. What a way to prepare for the science. And what a journey it has been. Kudos to all the science teachers, to all the students, and of course, each one of the teachers who worked with the students behind the scene. But before I invite the teams today, let me first introduce the jury members. Boys and girls, please welcome Ram Naresh sir and Shubhani ma'am. These two experienced teachers are the jury members. And please be seated, audience. The teams which have qualified for the junior science quiz final are Team A, Team B, Team C and Team E. I'll invite them one by one. Please welcome Team A. Boys and girls, please welcome Team B. And now it is time to welcome Team C. Please join your hands together for Team E. Well, debating, quizzing, group discussions are a creative way of learning science or learning any subject for that matter. Boys and girls, in the classroom, broadening your thinking means, see, there have been educationists and scientists who have emphasized over problem-based learning. What is problem-based learning? According to the educationists and scientists, problem-based learning includes group discussions, working in groups, debating, quizzing, asking questions, whys and hows, seeing science in every activity. Boys and girls, there is science everywhere in this universe. There is science in walking. There is science in talking. There is science involved in eating, digesting, and excreting. Whatever one does, science is involved everywhere. But there is a misconception in the society that scientists are some superhumans. They come from another planet. It's not that way. The scientists and educationists have reiterated the fact that all the scientists have been common people. The only difference with them has been the way of learning. They, right from their school days, had been involved in learning by doing and doing a lot of project works, making mistakes, taking risks is what science is. When you take risk, you make many mistakes. And this is what these students and their teachers believe in. And that is why we have very innovatively found out ways to teach science differently. It's been a different journey regarding these teams. Let me tell you, through the semi-finals, it's been really tough. Remember that semi-final number 2, the contest going to the tie, and then the decision was with a very little difference. That was it. But now that all the teams have made it to the final, I hope they are better prepared, and that is the reason they are here. As it was earlier, it will be in the 3 rounds. The first round will be the buzzer round, the second round will be the regulation round, and the third round will be the rapid fire round. So, in the buzzer round, there will be 4 questions, and I am ready with the first. Ready teams with balls in your hands, but don't be in unnecessary hurry. And my first question to you. Name a metal which melts in the palm. I'll go to the judges. Team B it is.
Gallium and cesium.
Gallium and cesium comes the answer. Absolutely correct. And you are question number 2. Ready teams, hands on the buzzer. And the question is, name the female reproductive organ in which the embryo gets embedded. It is BC. Uterus is absolutely correct, and you are also with 5 marks. Hands on buzzer, be ready, and the question is, name the cells having branched structure. It is team B.
Neurons.
Neurons. It is absolutely correct, and you have 5 more. Neurons or nerve cells. The answer taken. And last question. Ready teams? Hands on buzzer. Question number 4. Ready teams? Hands on buzzer. And the question is, when we drop a ball, the speed of the ball increases, right? Do you all agree for this? Name the force which increases the speed of the ball when dropped. It is team C.
Gravitational force.
It is gravitational force. Absolutely correct, and you are 5 marks later. So with this, we have completed the buzzer round, and after the buzzer round, scores are A and E have been a bit watchful. They haven't taken the risk, and because they did not take the risk, they did not open their account. The other two teams took the risk, answered, and it was correct, and therefore their scores are 10 for team B and 10 for team C. Well, team A, the regulation round, I'll be starting with you. I'll be coming to each one of you turn by turn. It is not a negative marking round, so you must answer the question. In case you are not able to answer correctly, it will be passed to the next team. Right? So team A, here I go with my first question. It is for team A, and your question is, the elements that have some properties of metals and some properties of non-metals are called A. Ores, B. Metal mix, C. Metalloids, D. Gangue.
Option C, metalloids.
Option C, metalloids. Very confident you are. Absolutely correct. You get 5 marks. Question for you, team B. Metals react with oxygen to form A. Basic oxides, B. Acidic oxides, C. Neutral oxides, D. None of these. Metals react with oxygen.
Basic oxides.
Basic oxides. After a bit of deliberation comes the answer. Absolutely correct. Question for you, team C, and your question is, sulfur reacts with oxygen to form A. Sulfur dioxide, B. Sulfur nitrate, C. Sulfate, D. Sulfide.
A, sulfur dioxide.
A. Sulfur dioxide. Very confident and very accurate is the answer. 5 marks. Question for you. The oxides of non-metals are generally dash in nature. A. Acidic, B. Basic, C. Neutral, D. Both A and C. Acidic is absolutely correct. You also carry 5 marks. I'll be starting the second round of the regulation round. So, with the permission of the jury, I am ready to ask to go for the second round. The second round of the regulation round. I'll be starting with you, team E. And your first question of the second round is, which microorganism help in fermentation? A. Yeast, B. Algae, C. Bacteria, D. Amoeba.
Yeast.
Yeast, after a lot of discussion and deliberation, but the answer is correct. Question for you. An example of fossil fuel is A. Wood, B. Animal waste, C. Coal, D. All of these. An example of fossil fuel is A. Wood, B. Animal waste, C. Coal, D. All of these.
Option C, coal.
Option C, coal is correct, and you get 5 marks for your correct answer. Question for you. An example of a bacterial disease. A. Polio, B. rust of wheat, C. COVID-19, D. Typhoid.
Option D typhoid.
Option D, typhoid. Very confident and absolutely accurate is the answer. Question for you, team A, and your question is: drinking contaminated water can cause disease like A. Typhoid, B. Cold, C. Chickenpox, D. Measles. 30 seconds. Time passing. Drinking contaminated water can cause disease like typhoid, cold.
Option A typhoid.
Option A, typhoid is absolutely correct. Although it took a lot of time, there was not a deliberation. But answer is correct. Good going, team A. You have picked up after a late start. And I'll start the third round. I request the judges to facilitate me the card, and I'll be starting with you, team A. Your question is: the frictional force exerted by fluids is called A. Drag, B. Sliding friction, C. Rolling friction, D. Static friction. The friction force exerted by fluids is called A. Drag, B. Sliding friction, C. Rolling friction.
Option A drag.
Option A, drag, is absolutely correct. You are really wonderful. You are playing the game of quiz like Sunil Gavaskar played the game of cricket as an opening batsman. Very watchful, very calm, very composed. Good going, team A. Team B, your question is: rolling friction is less than A. Static friction, B. Sliding friction, C. Both 1 and 2. Sorry, both A and B. D. None of these.
Option C both A and B.
Option C, both A and B. Both A and B is absolutely correct. Question for you, team C. The best shape to reduce drag is A. Rectangular, B. Square, C. Streamline, D. Circular. The best shape to reduce drag is rectangular, square, streamline, circular. Time passing. 30 seconds. Circular is not correct. Passes to you.
Option C straight.
Option C, streamline, absolutely correct. You get 3 marks for the correct answer. Boys and girls, you might have watched birds flying. They are fit for flying because their body is streamlined, number 1. Number 2, because of the span of their wings. Right? These are the 2 regions because of which they get lift and forward movement. And this is how an aircraft flies. An aircraft also flies on the same principle. Right? सच तो ये है कि आदमी ने जब पंछियों को उड़ते देखा तो उसके बाद ही सपना देखा था उड़ने का. And the concept of streamlined body has emerged from there. Right? So, question for you, team E. And your question is, आप चलते चलते फिसल गए. You slip while walking on a polished marble floor because A. Friction is more. B. You are not walking carefully. C. Friction is less. D. None of these.
Friction is less.
Friction is less. Are you sure? Correct. Focus. So, after the third round of the regulation round, of course, we are left with rapid fire also after this. But in the regulation round, it will be the last one. You can have a glance on the scoreboard, and I'm really happy to see the scoreboard. Boys and girls, the audience, the score is so close. It is really amazing. 15, 18, 20 and 25. So, the last of the regulation round, I'll be starting with team A, and your question is, which metal has highest malleability? A. Silver. B. Gold. C. Mercury. D. Copper. Which metal has the highest malleability? Silver, gold, mercury, copper.
Silver.
Silver, I am afraid, is not correct. Passes to team C.
Gold.
Gold is absolutely correct. You get 3 marks for your correct answer. And your question is, team C, due to which property silver not used for making electric wires? A. Ductility. B. Expensiveness. C. Malleability. D. Brittleness.
Expensive.
Expensiveness is absolutely correct, and you get 5 more. Question for you, team B. Polystyrene is not used in making cell phones, coolers, refrigerators, floor tiles. Polystyrene is not used for making A. cell phones, B. coolers, C. refrigerators, D. floor tiles.
Floor tiles.
Floor tiles, very easy and very confident, and full 5 marks, correct? Question for you. Team A, and your question is, which one of the following is not a petrochemical? A. Ethane. B. Coal. C. Benzene. D. Hydrogen. Which one of the following is not a petrochemical? Ethane, coal, benzene, hydrogen. 30 seconds. You should be mindful of the passing time. Time up. Is not correct. It passes to you. Coal is absolutely correct, and you get 3 marks for your correct answer. After this, the scores are, well, team A, we are starting rapid fire round. Ready? You still have a long way to go, for the simple reason because you can score 21 in this round. And if you can score 21, you can still be the leaders. So, ready team? Timekeeper? And so am I. Your time starts now. Binary fission is a method of asexual reproduction. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
Correct. Water is the best extinguisher for fires involving electrical equipment. True or false?
False.
Correct. A liquid exerts pressure in all directions. Am I serious or joking?
Serious.
Right. Polio drops given to children are actually a vaccine. Correct or incorrect?
Correct.
Very good. Blue-green algae is nitrogen directly from air to enhance fertility of soil. Right or wrong?
Right.
Absolutely correct. Rolling friction is smaller than the sliding friction. Agree or disagree? Is not correct. Male Anopheles mosquito is the carrier of malaria. True or false? True is not correct. 30 marks. Well, tell me, your turn. And your time starts now. Mixed cropping is the process of growing two or more crops in a definitely pattern. Agree or disagree? Right? Vacuole is covered by a double membrane. True or false? Is not correct. Nucleus is involved with the formation of liposomes. Serious or joking? Joking is correct. The area of speed time graph is speed. Correct or incorrect?
Incorrect.
Right? The numerical ratio of displacement to distance for a moving object is always equal to 1. Right or wrong? Correct. Solution is a heterogeneous mixture. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree.
Not correct. The process of converting a liquid into a gas is called condensation. True or false? Is not correct. So the answer 4 correct. 4 added to their tally takes you to 33. Well, team C, your time for firing rapidly. Keep firing the answers like the bullets fired by our shooting team during the recently concluded Olympics, and you can have a gold or a silver. So your time starts now. The SI unit of pressure is Pascal. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
Correct. Alcohol, CNG and LPG are inflammable substances. True or false?
False.
Right? The basic living unit of an organism is an organ. Serious or joking?
Joking.
Right. Oviparous animals give birth to young ones. Correct or incorrect?
Incorrect.
Right. Cloning is a sexual reproduction method in mammals. Right or wrong?
Wrong.
Absolutely correct. Metal is compared to non-metals are generally bad conductors of electricity. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
Absolutely correct. When we try to move an object at rest, static friction comes into play. True or false? Is absolutely correct. My friends are computers. Fantastic it was. How well prepared the teams are. Absolutely amazing it was. Team B, you can cast an eye on the scoreboard and just be sure how many you need to score to either be first or second. Right? So ready? Timekeeper, your time starts now. Friction opposes the relative motion between two surfaces in contact. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
Right? Salting is the method of preservation used to preserve milk. True or false?
False.
Right? Robert Koch discovered penicillin. Am I serious or joking?
Joking.
Joking is correct. Fluids always flow from higher pressure to lower pressure. Correct or incorrect?
Pass.
Synthetic fibers do not melt on heating. Right or wrong?
Wrong.
Wrong is correct. It is risky to wear synthetic clothes while working in the kitchen. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
Right? Most of the plastics are biodegradable. True or false?
False.
Absolutely right. आपने एक पास किया था. I'm coming back to that. Fluids always flow from higher pressure to lower pressure. Correct or incorrect?
Incorrect.
Incorrect is absolutely correct. This thing again thousand wonders. What a quiz it has been, boys and girls. It was a wonderful quiz. A pure final in the pure sense of the word final. अगर हमसे कोई पूछे कि फाइनल कैसा हो तो मैं कहूंगा फाइनल ऐसा हो जैसा आज भी चार लोगों ने बोला है फाइनल ऐसा हो how close it was and yet we had to decide the winner and this was of course done but for me all the teams which made it to the final are the winners. To my dear audience, I would like to say you have been wonderful. Without your support, they couldn't have done so well. तो एक बार तालियां अपने लिए भी बजा लीजिए। और सभी लोग जो इस वीडियो को देख रहे हैं मैं यही कहूंगा आपको मुझे पूरा विश्वास है ये वीडियो पसंद आया होगा एंड इफ यू हैव रियली लाइक दिस वीडियो एंड देयर प्रिपरेशन प्लीज एक लाइक हमारे वीडियो के लिए भी भेज देना हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर देना फिलहाल मैं आपसे इसी रिक्वेस्ट के साथ विदा लेता हूँ गुड बाय कहता हूँ सबा खैर कहता हूँ अगले साल फिर से इसी मंच पर नई टीमों के साथ नए जोश के साथ हम और आप होंगे तब तक के लिए नमस्कार।